Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the 2017 NCAA Division III Midwest Regionals. I'm Mark Adkins, the SID at Manchester, and I'll be the one doing some interviews from time to time this weekend. And we found a guy in the stands that a lot of you people know, former Manchester University head wrestling coach Tom Jarman. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here.
It's good to be here.
Tom, when you look at the regional, how has it changed since you were a coach?
It's interesting. I just got out of the conversation with another old athletic director who's currently the athletic director at North Central College. And we were kind of just extolling all of the improvements, how much better it is with the 3 qualifiers per weight. And back in the days when we were voting on wild cards and alternates, and I mean, it was pretty crazy. And the coaches enjoy this a lot more.
Yeah.
It's a lot cleaner, and it's boy, it's a plus wrestling gets better.
Yeah.
I mean, every year it improves a little bit different, and man, I'll tell you that when the regionals come around and you got to take that 3rd place at least, or you're not going to the show.
Yeah.
So it's intense. It's intense. Just really encourage people to come out and see it. It's some of the best college competition just because it's so tough.
Now, back in the day when you were talking, I remember those days too as an SID worker. You had to go through the conference back then, and you didn't have you had the wild card. You didn't know if you're going to get in.
That's right.
Do you see the regionals being better for the sport?
Yeah, I think they've sure got some work to do on the regionals. It's very tough. I mean, there's a real difference in the parity, and they've got to do some things to try and even those out. I don't know if the answer is more or less regionals, but. There are easier paths to the national tournament depending on where you're wrestling, so that's something that they have. But it's doable now. I mean, the national tournament is probably not going to change a lot in terms of how big that is. So those changes have to be made at the regional level, at the qualifying level, and I think there's some good people working on that, and I think it'll happen.
Yeah. What were some of your fondest memories about coaching? I know you got a lot of them. You had Daryl Carter as a national champion, and a lot of things like that. But on the regional level, what things do you remember the most?
On the regional levels, oh boy, I think just the emotion of it. The coaches work year-round, and sports information directors work year-round, and it comes down to a regional for our sport. And the kids have put so much into it. They've worked so hard, and it's intense. It's very intense for everybody. And I think that with all that on the line. I always felt like I wanted to make sure that I covered every scenario at the region, and for some that was bitter disappointment. And sometimes it was the broken bone man came and stole it from them, or those kinds of things. And the great thing about Division III is that we're building young men, it's not and also trying to produce great wrestlers. Well, you have to do that, win or lose, and the sport has always been as much about getting up off the mat as taking somebody down to the mat. So it's Division III coach has that responsibility, I think, to be there for the guys. It's a pretty amazing, draining weekend.
Well, we thank you for your time. Enjoy your time out there watching. I'm sure it's kind of
it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.